Look who it is. We're hanging out with Scotty Sire.
Hi,
Such
guys.
a cool last name. I love it.
And you got Mary Kate. That's a cool name.
I know. Who else has that? Just the Olsen twins. Oh, gosh. I'd ask how you're doing, but I already know. I watched your Instagram stories all day.
Uh-oh.
So entertaining.
That's a weird day for me to post the kind of stories I posted.
Love the motivation.
All right.
If you don't like talking, just enjoy when they shut up. It was so great.
Okay.
I was like, I love his energy.
You started me off, now I'm embarrassed.
No, I loved it. That's exactly the kind of sense of humor I have too.
Cool.
Where did you get your sense of humor?
Got my sense of humor from my dad, Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, me
Lots of-
too. Are you a 90s kid?
90s kid.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
I pull inspiration from everywhere.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you were going to be a grown-up?
Something. I didn't know what it was, but I wanted to be something.
Were you musical and goofy, and were there signs that you were going to be an artist?
I wouldn't say that there really was. I mean, I was goofy, but I was also painfully shy and awkward, and I
Really?
still am painfully shy and awkward, and I still am goofy, but it's usually behind a screen or something like that, and then when I go to meet people,
You're shy.
I'm shy,
Because you don't
yes.
strike me as a shy person with all the research I've done.
I'm trying my best to not seem shy.
What is the stigma that comes with being a digital artist? I mean, people think, oh, you can't take them as seriously because they started on Vine or on YouTube, but I would think that's opposite now, wouldn't you? I mean, it's cooler.
It's an interesting stigma because you're right, it is kind of like switching, the whole industry shifting to where like YouTube and social media is such a huge part of music and everything that's traditional. But there's also the stigma that like anyone can make a YouTube video and put out a song on YouTube and it's not necessarily going to be good. So that's what I've been trying to do, is make sure that everything I put out is really good and not like a joke song that
Right.
you'd see like Jake Paul or someone post a song about.
Ooh,
buying the
call
merch.
out.
It's
Jake
not even like
Paul.
that. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying.
No, I know what you mean.
You have to really try and put like 150% into what you're doing in order to break that stigma of this is a YouTuber, it's not gonna be good.
So you do have a new single coming out.
Yes, notice me.
Well, we notice you. What's it about?
It's kind of like a part two to one of my previous songs. It's called Mr. Glassman, and that's about people looking through you and seeing through you and you never being noticed. And so notice me takes it to like another step where it's like you want people to pay attention to you now. You don't want to be that kid that's sitting in the back of the class not raising his hand anymore. You like your mindset has changed where you're like, it feels bad to not be noticed, even though in the past you wanted to kind of stay low key. You don't like talking to people because you're so shy, but now it's like if someone doesn't respond to your message in the group chat, you're like, come on, I'm here.
So
Pay
is that
attention.
how you feel? Like you used to be shy when you were younger and now you're like, I'm ready for this attention. I'm not too scared anymore.
A little. I'm still in that process of breaking out of being shy. Like I'm definitely still shy. Going out in public and doing stuff it's
Hard.
difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll ever be very good at it, but I do want people to pay attention to me.
If you watch his Instagram stories,
I'm faking it. I'm
He's
faking it.
screaming in the mirror, literally with your shirt off.
Well,
just,
that's just-
hey everybody! It's so funny, I mean, you should just be like that in real life too. It's.
I think that would be a little too obnoxious.
Can we talk about the tattoos?
Which ones?
How many do you have?
I don't know. A
You
lot.
don't know.
I don't know, because I don't know how to count this one. There's a bunch of different pieces, but they all blend together.
It's called a sleeve in the tattoo world, right?
A sleeve, yes.
Let's see that sleeve.
But yeah, so I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, what's the one on the thumb? Let me just ask.
No deal.
No deal.
My buddy Heath has the deal, and so when we shake hands, it says deal or no deal.
Best friends forever. Yeah. That's awesome. Wait, let's talk about House of Blues though. Are you nervous? Do you get nervous when you're performing, things like that?
I don't get nervous like a week beforehand or a month beforehand, but I get nervous like an hour before the show starts. I start sweating. I start like having these nervous gags.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why I
I can't breathe.
gag for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's not good because like I need my voice, but
And then you go out there and it just kind of all goes away, or you're
Like,
still gagging.
I like flip a switch a little bit. It's almost like being in you're in a room with all these people, but it's almost like you're all alone and you're performing for yourself. And I'm like letting loose all my emotions and things that stress me out throughout the day, and it all just like kind of goes away.
Yeah.
And you feed off the energy of the people in the crowd, and it feels great once I'm up there.
I bet it's such a high
Yeah.
to like see all these people watching you perform, you know?
Gets the adrenaline going. And
Yeah.
then afterwards, I'm like, well, damn, let's do like 3 more shows
Right?
now.
Like, I'm not gonna gag
Yeah.
anymore, I promise.
I'm good.
Do you miss Vine?
Yes and no, because it was fun, but it was weird. I like the way I'm working now. Like on YouTube, it's like I'm constantly thinking of the next thing and always editing and posting and working on music. And like, I feel like I have a job and a clear path. Whereas on Vine, I was, you know, waking up and maybe thinking of a 6-second video to post.
Sure.
And then like, what do I do with myself after that?
Yeah.
But I do miss it. It was fun. Like all the connections and like the funny videos that were on there was amazing.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I miss it. Okay, last question. What advice can you give to up and coming artists that want to be just like you?
Well, you don't want to be just like me, but I think that my biggest piece of advice for an upcoming artist is to, you know, focus on the music, but you have to put a lot of focus into yourself and like what you're doing. Like everything around the music is so important. Your social media and connections with friends and everything. Like it's not just making a song and releasing it that's gonna make you an artist. Like you have to do everything in like a full circle. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but
You
I'm
have
trying.
to notice me.
You gotta notice me.
Single coming out.
June
Thank you so
14th.
much. Boom.
Yeah.